in the seething maw of the Nebula Breach, where gravitational anomalies twisted reality into knots, Commander Alex Thorne battled the helm of his long-range surveyor, the asterisk Ether Drift. Alliance doctrine branded the breach a grave. No ship returned from its event horizons, where black hole echoes devoured light and life. But Thorne's cranial link, a prototype psyche weave from the Helix Labs, pulsed with anomalous data, whispers of habitable worlds in the interstices. Desperation drove him. The Alliance's borders crumbled under the relentless press of the Shadow Concord, synthetic hive minds bent on assimilation. "Hold vector," he commanded the AI, sweat carving rivulets down his face as the ship shuddered. The weave interfaced directly with his neurons, decoding the breach's labyrinthine folds, tides of darkness where time looped and space folded. Shields flared crimson, hull integrity fracturing, but Thorne glimpsed it. A world of iridescent oceans and towering spires, veiled in perpetual twilight. Then the engine seized. The drift asterisk plunged through a singularity fringe, hull shearing against void-borne debris. Oceans rushed up, bioluminescent waves crashing like living plasma. Impact blacked him out in a symphony of rending metal. Thorne surfaced to the brine's chill and the prick of surveillance. He lay amid wreckage on a shore where waters glowed with internal fire, phosphorescent life forms darting like liquid stars. Towering over him was she, a paragon of savage beauty. Her form was lithe and lethal, skin a cascade of pearl-scaled azure that shifted hues with the light, adorned with chitinous pauldrons that hummed with bioelectric charge. Tentacle-like fronds framed her face, sensing electromagnetic fields, and her eyes, crimson orbs ringed in gold, locked onto him with unblinking intensity. A gauntlet of retractable spines gleamed at her side, dripping with neurotoxin. "You traversed the breach," she intoned, voice a resonant wave that vibrated through his bones, translated flawlessly by some innate empathy field. "Intruder, survivor, witch." Thorne rose warily, salt-stinging wounds. Alex Thorne, Alliance explorer, system failure, no conquest intended. She uncoiled from her perch on the wreckage, landing with serpentine grace, fronds undulating. "Intentions are illusions in the breach. I am Seryth, warden of Thalor Prime. My veil has swallowed empires. You, echo the architects." More silhouettes slithered from the mist-shrouded mangroves, her vanguard scaled and finned, weapons of coral-forged plasma at ready, deference radiating from their postures. Thorne held her gaze, his weave tingling with residual breach energies. The anomalies, they aligned for me, like a map only I could read. Seryth's fronds flared, crimson eyes narrowing. A murmur rippled through her kin. The weave, the architect's legacy, decipherable only by their seed. Demonstrate or join the drowned. Restrained in bioluminescent vines that pulsed with warning shocks, Thorne was conveyed through biomes of wonder and peril. Forests of carnivorous kelp that sang lures to the unwary, skies alive with aerial predators whose wings crackled lightning. Seryth navigated unseen currents, her presence commanding the ecosystem, vines parting, beasts averting glowing eyes. The bastion loomed, the abyss spire, a colossal edifice of abyssal coral spiraling from oceanic depths, its surfaces etched with conduits that echoed the breach's fury. Within, chambers thrummed with submerged glow, walls projecting biolum visions of ancient voyages. In the Nexus vault, Seryth's throne was a throne of fused shells, encrusted with pearl that whispered data streams. "Free him," she decreed. Spines hovered. "The weave surges at tide's zenith. Guide my submersible through the veil, triumph and claim alliance, fail." Her gauntlet extended, spines quivering with toxin. Thorne inclined his head, adrenaline surging. Zenith brought the breach's roar, waves crashing like cosmic thunder. In the spire's launch crypt, Seryth's abyssal craft awaited, a sleek leviathan of reinforced carapace, propulsion humming with flux cores. "You divine." "I propel," she stated, interfacing with neural fronds. They submerged into the abyss, the breach manifesting as submerged rifts where pressure crushed dreams. Thorne's weave ignited, the weave unfolding. Not randomness, but a symphony of gravitational harmonies, an ancestral algorithm. Starboard shear, compensate for echo, hold null for 5 pulses. The craft wove through crushing voids. Seryth controls fluid as ocean currents, her trust a palpable current. They breached surface into stellar clarity, the veil a shimmering horizon astern. Inconceivable, Seryth exhaled, crimson eyes alight with feral awe. The weave heeds you as kin. Upon return, Vanguard knelt in reverence, yet shadows stirred. Seryth's advisor, Vexar, slithered forward, unease coiling. Warden, if this echoes beyond the conquered, the alliance, they will covet his sight. Her fronds lashed, then we shroud deeper, but veils tear, by nightfall probes infiltrated. Conquered drones, alliance beacons. Then armadas, conquered assimilation swarms, alliance reclamation cruisers. Eclipse fell with onslaught. Flux torpedoes battered the spire's barriers. Seryth burst into Thorne's sanctum, armor aglow, spines extended. Hunters for your gift. Vexar's tendrils reach the void nets. The conquered seeks your weave for their hives, the alliance brands you traitor. Tremors shook the depths. They fled through flooded halls, Seryth's vanguard clashing with infiltrators, synthetic conquered drones and armored alliance divers. Seryth struck like abyssal fury, spines lancing to inject neurotox, dissolving synth circuits and convulsing marines. Remain bound to me, she snarled, shielding Thorne from a diver's harpoon. In the core vault, Vexar ambushed, allied with conquered infiltrators. Your isolation ends, Warden. His power elevates the worthy. Seryth's eyes blazed. He elevates none but me. She lunged, spines piercing Vexar's throat in a spray of ichor, fronds interfacing to overload his neural net, body convulsing into paralysis. Touch my claimed, and drown in venom eternal. The treachery unleashed pandemonium. Conquered swarms and alliance forces converged, greed forging unholy pact. Thorne, pinned, synced with a conduit. Revelations cascaded. The architects were humanity's vanguard, Thalor their cryoarch against the schism's cataclysm. His lineage unlocked the weave, not mere sight but dominion. Secure the depths, he ordered, spire systems awakening. Vanguard retreated as Thorne tightened the breach, rifts swallowing assailants. Seryth battled to his flank, her form a vortex of spines and savagery, blood of foes staining the currents red, conquered drones fragmented, alliance squads toxin frozen. A conquered overlord surged, assimilation tendrils questing for Thorne. Seryth interposed, tendrils coiling her arm, but she countered, spines burrowing deep, venom corroding its core to sludge. None sees him, she bellowed, ichor streaming from her gash. Thorne steadied her, channeling weave to reverse her wounds, time's flow mending flesh. The vaults, she rasped. Below. In the abyss archive, hollows flared. Humanity's exodus, Thalor a bastion veiled against annihilation. Thorne's blood was the key to reclamation. Alarms wailed, flagships descending. Thorne and Seryth ascended to the Nexus throne. United they interfaced, weave amplifying their synergy. Submerged sentinels stirred, gravitational lances pulverizing fleets, rifts exiling survivors to endless descent. Alliance Captain Hale transmitted. Thorne, cease. Your Alliance asset. Error, Thorne broadcast, Seryth's grip iron on his. Thalor asserts independence. Encroach and the breach devours. Armadas fractured, legends birthing. The warden who flooded voids with claimant's blood. Atop the spire amid glowing waves, Seryth traced his scars. You tumbled here unintended, now you anchor here willed. Thorne drew her near, weave resonating their pact. And I'll unravel stars to guard you. The galaxy plotted, but Thalor's sovereigns, fused in blood and breach, would drown Cosmos in crimson for their bond. The mishap had birthed dominion, one unyielding tide at a time.